Hello, this is a review of the Cooler Master Silencio 352, which is Cooler Master's first Micro-atx case, and they claim it's a silent case as well, with a number of noise dampening filters on both the front and side panels. So this is the box it arrives in. As you can see, very descriptive on the front, tells you all about what it looks like, has 2 fans built in, supports liquid cooling, and as well as 158mm CPD coolers and 355mm graphics cards. The thing I bought this box for was because it has 2 USB 3 ports on the front, as well as a SD card reader, which is rare to find these days on a Micro-atx case. So if we just open it up and just look at how well it's packaged. So as you can see, Cooler Master sent this with the front of the case there, covered in a nice wrapper there with 2 solid polyester covers on the top and bottom. And now we're going to unwrap this and see what it looks like inside. Okay, so I've pulled the case out of the box. As you can see, the ends here are a bit exposed, but the case looks fine, nicely covered up, and it looks like it's been transported fine. This case has been shipped today from Germany. It's due to be out in the UK over the next month, but it is on sale worldwide. And come with it the instructions. The instructions come in around 10 different languages, and having a look through that, it looks certainly very clear. Nothing else in the box, and so now let's start taking the package off and looking inside. Okay, so I've got out the box. Here it is. There's the front. You've got the Cooler Master label just there, and also at the top here, so it's not too intrusive. On the front, you've got your SD card reader. You've got your usual microphone and audio out. You've got 1 USB 2 port and 2 blue USB 3 ports. You've also got your standard on and off switch and your reset. So you can open up the front, and as you can see here, you've got your padding for your sound, to suck up the sound and keep it silent. You've got a 5¼ inch drive, and you've got a 3.5 inch drive there as well. So what I really like about this case is you can pull off the front and change the fans here, and there's the fan filter. So there's one thin fan filter that is attached with screws, and you can unscrew this and remove the filter and give it a good clean if you need to. At the front there's one fan installed here at the top, and a space for a second 120mm fan at the bottom as well. So you just slot that back in there, clicks on nicely, and shut the door. The hinges on the door are on the right hand side. Having had a good look at it, you can't move the hinges around, which is an unfortunate trait of the box. So if I turn it around to the side, you can see some air vents here at the bottom, and also some air vents here on the other side as well. The air vents here do not go up to the top. Whether that impacts how much heat the case can release, we'll find out when we build it later on. And on the top of the case, you've got another air vent here with another dust filter there, which is quite nice. And the thing I really like about this is that the case also comes with another metal plate, so you can actually decide whether you want more air or less air to come through. So there comes with a cover which just flips on like that, and it's held in there by a bunch of magnets, and therefore you can have that smooth top without and stop the noise coming out the top. Or if you want more, if you want another fan in there, or equally if you want more air to get into the case, you can just pull this up as well. So let's turn the case around to its back. So you've got 2 side panels. Again, the side panels protrude out slightly here on the left, and also on the other side. Again, that's a good feature. It will help us on the cable management when we get to it later on. And if we look at the back, yeah, you've got your standard fan at the top, ports here at the side, space for the motherboard, and also the power adapter. Of course, this case also supports liquid cooling, and you can see it's got the various slots here as well. Okay, now to open up the case, there's 2 screws, 1 screw there, 1 screw here, and 2 on this side. And you simply undo these with your hand, and I'll just slide the side off. Now, on the side, as you can see, it's again also padded, and that should hopefully help with keeping the noise to a minimal as well. So both sides are off, and this is what it looks like inside. So as you can see, the assortment of cables that comes out from the ports to the front, and for the 4-pin fans. As I said, there are 2 fans, one at the front and one at the back. Also included is an accessory pack with a number of cable ties, buzzers, screws and standoffs for the motherboard as well. The good thing about this case is it actually holds 4 2.5 drives, so there's a port there, one down there, and one on the other side. It can also hold 3 3.5-inch drives, of which 1 is exposed and 2 are internal. You can, of course, install liquid cooling, so the slots are all here for liquid cooling. In terms of fans, there's space for another fan at the front and another fan on top. And this cage here at the bottom can be moved should you also want to install a radiator here at the front. To install the radiator, put the radiator here, and the fans, which you just placed there, can actually be moved to the front of the case as well. So overall, fairly clever in its design in terms of its flexibility and how you can move it around. Looking at the back, so yeah, it'll be interesting to see when we come to build this, because cable management looks like it may be fairly tight, but I guess we'll find out when we start building this. Other features to tell you about are also on the back down here is there's another slot for a 2.5-inch drive, and if I turn this back round, you can also see that you've got at the bottom two kind of floor stands, which also will help keep some of the vibration and noise down as well. So that's the case. I guess during this review, one thing I've noticed is if you just look at the top, fingerprints. So it looks like some of the fingerprints will stay on there and possibly mark with fingers. That's, I guess, what you get with the matte case as this is. I'm going to start looking to build this in about a week's time. First impressions are very good. You know, it feels very solidly made for a price of £47 in the UK and €54 in the EU. I think you're going to struggle to find a better quality Micro-atx case. But I guess the proof of that will be in the pudding when we start building this next week. So I hope you enjoyed today's review, and first impressions are I'd recommend this case, and good luck building it. Thank you.